it's very state and municipal dependent, sort of the response, but Massachusetts as a whole has shut down non-essential businesses, I think, since about the 22nd of March. But the 2 weeks prior to that, there was a very clear ramping down, working at home that was going on. I ride the commuter rail, and 2 weeks prior to that, you could see fewer and fewer people on the commuter rail every day. And then the next week, the Tufts University, where I work, had that Friday, they had declared that labs needed to rapidly ramp down and end all operations by the following Friday, which was like the 20th of March. But the whole week prior to that, we had been sort of thinking how we could do social distancing in lab. So we started thinking about that. But then on Friday, started thinking shutdown. And then I had to cull a lot of mice colonies. And we also do a lot of experiments with organoids. And those take a couple of weeks to develop. And so there were there was a lot of those which we either had to freeze down rapidly, or some things we just had to throw away because we knew we wouldn't be able to complete those experiments. And the public health issues were just too important to try to get a petition for that. But I didn't even consider that. In some ways, I'm like, okay, well, we're doing group meetings the same way we did it when I was on sabbatical at the Max Planck, where we have a chit chat once a week where we don't talk very much about science. We just sort of check in and laugh if we can, and about whatever we feel like laughing about. And then I have one-on-one meetings with people via Zoom. So I was using Skype and Max Planck. I'm now using Zoom. But aside from that, it's all good. In some ways, I felt like, oh my, this is like I'm back in Germany again, except instead of having all my meetings start at 3:30, they now start at 9:30. Or you know, I'm on the same time zone as everybody else, so I don't have that. In Germany, I had that 6 hours where everybody here was asleep and I was working. Yep. So yes, I feel like this is a flashback or deja vu in some regards. Although in Germany, I walked around a whole lot, and in Berlin and the weekends. And clearly and we traveled a lot all over Europe, and clearly not doing any of that right now.